Hello, Normans. Welcome back to this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah Dunn.
And I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on the new Monopoly.
And more on Antonio Brown. Around the school in 30 minutes. This is
the Norman News. Have you heard of the new Monopoly? Well, it's true. There's a new and iconic version of the famous board game called Miss Monopoly. This version of Monopoly celebrates women trailblazers. According to multiple sources, Hasbro had announced the launch of the game, which seeks to both spotlight women's innovation and call attention to the new gender wage gap. Hasbro's marketer for gaming spoke on the topic, saying, and I quote, "With all of the things surrounding female empowerment, it felt right to do it at this time." You can definitely go check out the new game board in Walmart, Target, or online. Now to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. Normans, if you or anyone you know was absent on ID Picture Day, White Studios will be on campus September 23rd to take pictures so you can have an ID picture. Please come to the EDC between 12 and 2 only. This day was not scheduled for retakes of any kind. In other news, President George Bush will be the guest on Sunday, April 19th, 7 p.m. for the Distinguished Speaker Series. If you are interested in attending this event, please go to Ms. Garrett's room located in V21. Now to Jackson with this week's sports.
Thanks, Jonah. Antonio Brown was recently released from the Patriots last Friday. The NFL was investigating Brown for inappropriate sexual behavior and possibly rape. The Patriots felt it was best to move in a different direction. On Sunday, Brown said that he would no longer play in the NFL. The future for him is unknown as of now. Now to Aria with more sports news.
Thanks, Jackson. The Bucks have been fined $50,000 for violating the NBA law that states that teams can't discuss future player contracts of any players. The league announced Tuesday that this is because of the Bucks general manager talking about Giannis's contract at a televised town hall on September 12th. He went to say that they will offer Antetokounmpo a supermax contract worth $253.8 million, the largest in NBA history. Now to Riley with entertainment.
Thanks, Jackson. Kylie Jenner is now modeling for Playboy. Kylie is seen posing with Travis on the magazine Nude. As you already know, Kylie is a self-made billionaire, thanks to her new makeup and skincare line. Her husband, Travis Scott, the creator of Astroworld, is also very successful. On this magazine, Travis and Kylie are seen all lovey-dovey posing. This magazine shoot is already going viral and it's only been a week. Now to Holden with more news.
Thanks, Riley. Miley Cyrus has reportedly broken up with Caitlyn Carter. The two had been dating for some time now, and they have just unfortunately broken up. Many will be sad to see their relationship end, especially because a lot of people probably thought that it would help Miley recover from her breakup with her now ex-husband. Let's all hope Miley is doing okay. Now to Kayla with the movie review.
Thanks, Holden. This week we're going to be talking about the new hit movie, Hustlers. This movie is about an exotic dancer who becomes friends with one of the top women in her league. Ramona and Destiny work their way around the wealthy Wall Street, but they hit an economic collapse while doing so. The movie is in theaters now, so watch it if you want to find out if they get their lives back. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's new movie trailer.
You know Diamond from the Bronx, right?
What's up, baby?
We're gonna help her learn how to do a real dance.
Oh, I'm good at that. Show me what you got.
I don't want to be dependent on anybody. I just want to be able to take care of my grandma, maybe go shopping every once in a while.
These Wall Street guys.
You want them drunk enough to get their credit card, but sober enough to sign a check.
No, this is my husband. Diamonds on my neck. Yes, I like more than sex. We didn't do anything wrong. I like more than checks.
Is he dead?
You know, Tony wouldn't let this happen. I'm gonna text him.
Who gave her phone back?
Party at the tip top. Kiss the ring and kick rock, sis. Jump it up, back it up.
Are you in?
Hustlers. Rated R. In theaters September 13th.
You know Diamond from the Bronx, right?
That looks like a great movie, Kayla. So, Jonah, are you excited for homecoming this week?
Of course, I want to see if the football team was going to win, but I think they will.
I know, we won last week, so maybe we'll win again.
Of course.
Now let's send it to Joshua with the restaurant review.
Thanks, Holden. Ruiz, a Cuban American who was a fixture on the culinary scene, had just opened a restaurant, La Cubiana, in New York City earlier this year. According to the restaurant's website, Ruiz had opened restaurants around the world, built a successful radio and television career, and headlined world-famous culinary events for over 2 decades. And now let's send it to Kira with World News.
Thanks, Joshua. 3 people are dead and 4 more are in the hospital after the police responded to many 911 calls on an early Sunday in Pittsburgh. Policeman Chris Tognieri has said the initial investigation suggests drug-related overdoses, raising concerns that a tainted, deadly batch of drugs could still be circulating in the community. The victims were apparently attending a public event altogether before later deciding to go to a private residence. They were all men and were all wearing orange wristbands, apparently passed out by a venue in the city. Tognier has also said, to be clear, this is not a case of a tainted drug being passed around or distributed. It appears to have been isolated to a single solution. Still, police remain concerned that more deadly drugs could surface. Now to know with more news.
Thanks, Akira. When you sit outside in your backyard, what do you hear? Traffic, sirens, neighbors laughing, birds chirping? Scientists published an alarming report in the journal Science. The bird population in Canada, the United States, and Europe has fallen by 29% since 1970. Over 500 species of birds were surveyed, revealing dramatic losses in normally abundant species such as robins and sparrows. There are different theories on the cause of the dramatic loss of birds, including the use of pesticides and loss of natural habitat. Common bird species are an integral part of our ecosystem. Birds pollinate plants, spread seeds, regenerate forests, and help control pests. Researchers recommend keeping your cats inside, setting up baths and other resources for birds, and making sure your glass windows have a slight tint to them so birds can see the glass. Kevin Gaston, a conservation biologist at the University of Exeter, said the dramatic reduction in the bird population is the loss of nature. Now to Jacob with National News.
Thanks, Noah. It started off as a joke when Maddie Roberts created a Facebook event on July 27th and called it Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, and scheduled it for September 20th. After about 3 days, the event page took off with over 2 million Facebook RSVPs before site administrators took it down. Although Facebook took down the viral event to storm Area 51, only 150 people showed up on Friday outside the secret government's facility gates to see extraterrestrial evidence long rumored to be housed there. Since then, other associated events, like music festivals, sprung up into place of raiding the base and ran throughout the weekend. The festival ultimately attracted 1,500 people to neighboring towns. Of that number, 150 people traveled within sight of Area 51 gates, and about 75 actually approached the gates Friday morning. 2 individuals were detained by local sheriff deputies. It's unclear who was detained and why, although one woman allegedly attempted to duck under gates and a man was allegedly publicly urinating in the vicinity. Now to Phoebe with news about President Trump.
Noah, this past Thanks, Noah. This past week, President Donald Trump visited Southern California for a series of fundraising events for his re-election campaign. A small group of protesters had gathered Tuesday evening outside the Beverly Hills Hotel, close to where the fundraiser was held. According to witnesses, 2 men were seen violently struggling with each other in the crowd. Police officers quickly jumped in and separated the 2 men. Officials said the 2 men were detained but not arrested. Now to Mateen with more on Beverly Hills news.
Thanks, Phoebe. Hurricane Dorian is a hurricane that started out in the central Atlantic and it formed on August 24th from a tropical wave. Hurricane Dorian was recorded as one of the worst natural disasters in the history of the United States. With record speeds of 185 miles per hour, there has been a reported 52 deaths only in the Bahamas, most of which were recorded in the Abaco Islands. The death toll is soon to rise with 1,300 people still missing 2 weeks after the hurricane. Now to Alana with school news.
Thanks, Mateen. As you know, homecoming is this week, so it's important to showcase your school spirit at our home game this week against Firebog. Make sure you vote for your homecoming royalty by this Friday, the 27th at 2 p.m. You should already know, but this year's theme is Neon Galaxy. Make sure to show up and show out in your best Neon Galaxy-inspired outfits. Don't forget that this week's pep rally will be in the swim gym. Make sure to check your schedule or with your teachers to see what group you're coming in to support our team to get another win. Now to Jonah with some more news.
Thanks, Alana. A team of researchers from Carnegie Mellon University, in collaboration with the University of Minnesota, have made a breakthrough in the field of non-invasive robotic device control. Using a non-invasive brain-computer interface, also known as BCI, researchers have developed the first ever successful mind-controlled robotic arm, exhibiting the ability to continuously track and follow a computer cursor. This could change the world due to the much-needed help it can provide to people missing limbs. Now let's send it to Jonah and Aria with this week's field report.
Hi, my name is Jonah Farman, reporting to you from Kbev 6.
And I'm Aria Damavandi, reporting from Kbev 6. We have some new news today to discuss with you guys about the cameras all around from BHUSD School District.
We have noticed that there have been many new cameras popping up all throughout Beverly Hills High, and we've also have that been confirmed by Mr. Mark Mead himself.
How do these cameras affect you and your actions around the school? Now we're going to send it over to some fellow Beverly Hills High School students to see how they feel about the cameras all around the Beverly Hills High School campus.
I'm here with Jackson Harris to ask him how the new cameras affect him as a student at Beverly Hills High.
Personally, I think the new cameras were a great addition. I think it makes me feel safer at school knowing that there are always eyes watching us.
I'm here with Sophie Bednarz to ask her how the new cameras affect her within Beverly Hills High as a student.
I think they're a little weird, but I think we should do whatever we need to do in order to keep the students at Beverly here safe.
I'm here with Jasmine Sangorin to ask her how these new cameras affect her as a student going to Beverly Hills High.
I mean, it's kind of like, it feels like we're in jail. I mean, already with like the fences and they're so strict, like all the security, it literally feels like we're walking around jail.
I'm here with Jonah Danesh to ask him, how do these new cameras within Beverly Hills High affect you as a student?
Well, I think it kind of secures our school a little more, making me feel a little safer every day. And also, it's easier to find people who are doing anything illegal.
I'm here with Mateen Yeshova to ask him, how do these new cameras within Beverly Hills High affect you as a student?
Personally, I think that you have to sacrifice some freedom to have safety. You just can't have both, and I don't mind sacrificing my freedom for safety because my life is honestly very important.
Now, as you can see, there are many cameras installed throughout the Beverly Hills High School, and in fact, installed throughout the entire BHUSD school district. These cameras were installed in large part to keep the students safe and to have any negative attitude be stopped and to make sure that all students are treated with care that they deserve.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Reporting from Kbev 6, I'm Jonah Farman.
And I'm Aria Damavandi. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Jonah and Aria. Has anyone tried the Dragon Mama by Fenty Beauty? The magnificent matte color doesn't only shine but brightens your lips. It's lightweight, which makes it even more amazing, where you can just carry it in your pocket, and in my opinion, it's the best matte colored lipstick you can buy. The most amazing features are waterproof, food-proof, hydrating, and best of all, doesn't dry up other matte lipsticks. I would highly recommend this because it's the best lipstick on the market. Thank you. Now to Sophie with music.
Thanks, Noah. In 2016, Led Zeppelin was taken to court with the accusation of stealing the opening guitar riff in his famous song, Stairway to Heaven, from Spirit's 1968 song, Taurus. Jurors of the original case had decided that Led Zeppelin was innocent, but the Ninth Circuit panel decided to dig up old accusations and order a new trial. The reason given for this new trial was, quote, errors in the jury instruction process, end quote. This trial commenced this past Monday, September 23rd. Personally, I do not believe that using similar basic chords from another artist's soundtrack, adding an additional 5 minutes of different music, and writing completely original lyrics is plagiarism. If Led Zeppelin is stealing content, then any musical artist that has ever taken slight inspiration from another artist is also guilty. What do you think? Now to Grace with Health News.
Thanks, Sophie. This fall, doctors and health officials are preparing for a brutal flu outbreak. This last year, Australia has had their worst flu outbreak, so U.S. medical officials are getting prepared for illness. Although it has not been confirmed that this season we will have a bout outbreak, we are preparing for the worst. To prepare for the flu, doctors recommend that you get your flu shot before the end of October. The flu shot injects a bacteria-fighting and flu-resisting drug into your body to keep flu cells out. Also, make sure to wash your hands all the time and drink lots of water. Staying hydrated is very important to flush out your system and keep bacteria away. Make sure to get lots of rest this season, Normans. Now let's send it to our weather studio with this week's weather forecast.
Good morning, Normans. I'm Jonah Farmer here with this week's live Kbev weather forecast for the week of September 25th. Let's get right into it. Right now, all the cities in the Los Angeles area are seeing sunny and clear skies with temperatures in the mid-70s to low 80s. Moving later into the week, Santa Monica, Los Angeles, and Beverly Hills are seeing temperatures in the low to mid-80s. With the day being sunny and humid. On Wednesday, the clouds are staying in the area, with the day bringing nice temperatures. Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, and Santa Monica are seeing temperatures at 76, 80, and 72 degrees, respectively. Sunday brings days with blue skies and no clouds. All day, cities are cool temperatures of the high 70s and low 80s. Lastly, on Friday, the last day of the school week, brings a sunny day with no clouds in sight. The day has temperatures ranging from 72 to 81 degrees. Thank you so much for watching this week's live Kbev weather forecast. Have a great week. From Kbev 6, I'm Jonah Farmer.
That's it for this week's Norman News. I'm Alana Morgan.
And I'm Jonah Danesh. We will see you next week.